everybody, welcome to my very first video on my channel. So in this video, I will be doing a drawing of a commission, actually the very first commission I've ever gotten from somebody. And in this commission, I got a request to do a drawing of this OC that you see on the screen. And my request was to do it from shoulders up view. And so I just got started on going over the drawing. Now, I didn't like the position that the OC was in, so I just kind of tilted it to the side and changed their expression since their expression was a little bit bland. And as you could see in the beginning of the video with that OC, there was a cat next to her feet, and I wanted to include that cat since it was a cute aspect. And so I just put it right there. And I just went over and drew a hand too, so I could just have a little bit more position in there, show a little bit more, because I wanted to do my very best for this since this was my first commission I've ever gotten from someone. Now, I finished this yesterday, so this is kind of a newly done drawing, and I'll continue to work on drawings in the future to upload. But I had about 50 or so drawings on my other iPad, but my dad wanted to watch Netflix in the hot tub, and he dropped it in the pool, and we lost all our drawings. Or I lost all my drawings. But he's helping me get them back, so it may be a little bit of time before I upload videos until I get more art on my iPad. Now, this happened a few months ago, so I do have some drawings on my iPad. But some of them I don't want to share because I don't really like the way they look. But I will put some more in the future. Anyways, now we finished up the line art and we're coloring in the picture. I tried to stay as close as I could to the natural colors, but adding a few because the original character didn't have lipstick and the cat didn't actually have an eye color, so I just gave it a really dark shade of gray. Where you could still see the pupils and have the color around in the eyes. So I just made it a little bit lighter than black. Now, I don't like having black line art on my drawings actually, so I just went over this drawing in a softer color. Usually I just darken up the original color of that area going over it. And I like to have my characters in black line art sometimes, but usually I only do that if I'm doing a black and white drawing or so. But in the past I have had some black line art on my characters. So yeah, I just think it makes the drawing look better and softer. But a lot of people use black line art, but this is just something I like to do. Now here I'm starting on the shading for the picture. I just put in pretty much a similar color to the line art around the hair and darken it up. Now I like doing soft shading, but I also like doing cel shading. So I basically just put in a little bit of soft shading around areas to give it some thickness, and I also put in cel shading just to make it look nicer and softer. I'm sorry, I'm mixing things up, but I put the cel shading in just to give it, well, I just actually like cel shading, honestly. Now I'm just working on the skin color. I just wanted to make it a little bit darker than the original color to give it depth, because if you use soft shading on things, it helps give it more of a look of depth to it, or at least that's what I find, make it look a little more realistic. I don't think I did cel shading around the face. I may have just forgot, but yeah. Now, I chose purple as the main shading color for my character. I usually have one specific shading color that I use on my characters. Like, for example, one of the main focuses of this drawing is that the main character, or character in this picture, has purple hair. Now I wanted to take that aspect and use it, so I just chose a darker shade of purple as the shading color for the whole drawing. So if you zoom in, you can kind of see that the whole kind of general drawing has a purplish shade to it, except for the skin color, because I don't want to give it like purple skin because then she'd look sick or something. The only time I think purple is good to shade skin with is if you're trying to emphasize either a bruise on a character, or if you're like just coloring it under the eyelids to show like an aspect of being tired. Otherwise, I think it just kind of makes the character look, well, kind of sickly. But that's my opinion. So usually on my skin tones, I just use a darker shade of skin tone than the character's original skin tone is. And it usually just works out for me. Now I'm just working on the background, which I just wanted to put really simply, and I wanted to put my watermark on it so it's a little bit harder for somebody to steal. But I didn't want it to be like, some people just put their watermark really lightly right over the whole drawing, but I don't like doing that. Now, here is the end of the drawing. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm sorry if the audio quality sucks. This is my very first time recording, and I'm not using a microphone or anything like that, so it kind of sucks. Good thing I'm like in my own room where it's not too loud and it's not a bunch of side noises, so if you heard something in the distance, like maybe a dog bark, I mean, I'm at my house, so yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, and I'm sorry I may not, like, upload for a little bit, because I'm kind of busy working on commissions, art requests, just collaborations, whatever it may be. But I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below any suggestions for a future video. Now I'll hopefully be able to post another video soon, but until then, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Goodbye!